Surrender can sound simple when nothing important is at stake. But when it hits your nervous system, your future, your health, a problem with a family member, letting go can feel almost impossible because part of you feels that if you stop controlling everything, everything will fall down. But what if that need to control is actually what's hold your symptom? It doesn't allow you to heal. In this video, I will explain what surrender actually means, how to truly surrender, and when you can really let go so your nervous system will relax. Many people think that surrender is actually giving up and letting go, but that's completely not the case. If you are like me, there have been many times in my life that I wanted to surrender, but something say, no, keep on going, and actually I achieved the most incredible things because I kept on going. Long time ago, I needed to go 120 kilometers. I didn't train enough for that, but I knew I need to do it. I start walking. And of course, in the middle, I said, surrender. Many other people dropped. You can drop as well. But something inside of me didn't let me do it. And I kept pushing until I conclude this 120 kilometers. And then I collapsed. I slept for 24 hours. I lost 15 kilos, but I didn't surrender. So there it was important to apply, I will not surrender. I'll go for it. But that's not the type of surrender I'm talking about. When we feel anxious and nervous, we try to fix it. Our mind is trying to apply exactly the same technique. I'll fight it. I'll find tools to deal with it. But in this case, this attitude just makes the situation even worse. In this case, you need to let go. Let me share with you what happened to me exactly yesterday. I came up to this exact spot and I wanted to record exactly what I'm talking to you today. But suddenly a thunderstorm broke. The rain started pouring. So I took an umbrella, waiting until the rain will stop. It didn't stop. I went down 15 minutes from here, down the hill, back home. I came back. Again, the rain dropped. I didn't surrender. Instead, I said, no, it's not my day. I need to let go. And here I am. I left it. And it feels comfortable. I gave myself the permission to surrender. Instead of saying, no, I must do it, I gave the permission to surrender. I let go. I could breathe. I can continue my day, and I had a beautiful day. And here I am again, talking to you, calm and comfortable. So yesterday, it was not appropriate not to surrender. It was appropriate to surrender. But the anxiety, I must do it, kept me pushing against the situation, kept me ignoring my body and the environment. So really what I needed to do yesterday is to let go much earlier, to look inside, to breathe deep, and to let go. So we have to really know when to surrender and when not to surrender. When you need to complete something so important in your life, you don't surrender, you keep at it. But when we're talking about anxiety, about nervousness, that sense of, I will not surrender, I'll find every tool to fix it, it is actually what keeps it so strong in your system. Let me be clear what I mean by surrendering when we are nervous, because it's not easy to do it. When you're anxious, the last thing you want to do is surrender, because your body is reading it as emergency. I must do something. I have the symptoms. I have shortness of breath. I have palpitation in my heart. Maybe I need to go to see the doctor. The last thing you want to do is surrender. But here is the trick. Once you say, okay, I have symptoms, but let's just be with it for a minute. Let's breathe into it for a minute. Something shifts completely. Suddenly there is more space within you to observe the situation, to observe your symptoms. You're not giving up control. Actually, you're in very much control. But this control is about, now I'm letting go. Your awareness is completely here. You feel strong. You feel present. Much more present than when you're trying to fix it, when you're running after the symptoms. Suddenly there's space. Suddenly there's presence. Suddenly there's connection. I'm here, I'm strong, and I'm surrendering. And this surrender becoming a declaration of power. I have the strength and the courage within me to be present with the discomfort, to be present with the emotional pain, to be present with the fear. This gives so much power. This gives so much confidence that it allows you to come back to life with power, with dignity, knowing that you don't need to search and you don't need to reach for any small symptoms. You're here strong beyond your symptoms. Let me clarify. a very important point between absorption and witnessing. Normally, the way we behave, and when a symptom comes, we get absorbed by it, we get grabbed by it, we get pulled into it because we're so anxious about it, we want to fix it immediately. This is being absorbed by the situation. Witnessing is completely opposite. Instead of being absorbed, being grabbed by the situation, by the emotion, by the symptoms, you're opening. You become like a king or a queen. I'm observing the situation from power, from dignity, from courage. I'm not being pulled into the situation. Now, there are 3 levels of nervous system mastery. Level number 1 is absorption. The symptoms arises, you get anxious about it, and immediately you get pulled into it. In level 2, awareness starts to build around it, and you start to see the symptoms, and you're starting to have more space to choose, do I want to go into it? Do I want to be pulled into it? And I keep awareness. And level 3 is the mastery, meaning that you transform level 2 of awareness into complete surrender. A symptom arises, you're noticing it, and immediately you surrender. Everything is okay. I'm fine. That gives so much freedom. It's wonderful. Okay, so let's take a minute to reframe so you know exactly how to face when the symptom arises inside you. You're going through your day, everything is cool, everything is okay, and suddenly a thought came, a memory came that incites immediately a very strong reaction inside you. And you start feeling that anxiety, that shortness of breath, that racing heart start to bubble inside your system. And this is the time you need to pull out. This is the time you say, let's take a deep breath here. Move your awareness not only away from that symptom, but start to enlarge your space. Look around. Look at the trees. Take a deep breath. Acknowledge that you're not only that symptoms. Widen your awareness. Widen your energy field. You see, because when a symptom comes, you pulled immediately, you've been grasped into it. Open up. Take a deep breath. Recite to yourself, I'm strong, I'm capable, and I'm brave. That symptoms can come in. I breathe to it. I exhale. I give it space to move. Even if the symptom is very strong, meaning a strong emotional pain, a very disturbing thought, give space. Stay open. Allow it to come and to go, to flow through you. Your mind will resist. Your mind will say, no, we must deal with it. There's a real problem here. Let's check it. Let's breathe into it. Let's run it. Let's go to the doctor. That's exactly the turning point. Now you say, we breathe. We open up. We give space. And it will go. Like anything that you train, it's a training. You're retraining your nervous system. You're responding to a very, very deep call of your soul to reach for the light. You're moving from being so absorbed in your ego sense. I'm only me, and these are my symptoms, and I need to fix them. And you're widening. You're actually responding to the deepest call of your life, the call of your soul to reconnect with your light, because you are not those symptoms. You're not this small ego that all the time needs to absorb within itself. Those symptoms are actually the best present you ever received, because it's awakening to the truth of who you are. Thank you for doing this journey, my friend. Blessings.